Welcome everybody to another podcast video. We got a guest. This is my little brother. We can't afford
What was
Dwayne
that?
Johnson or Kevin Hart or anybody special like that.
Obama. Sorry, Obama.
We got this guy. Yeah, right here.
We got that one.
Yeah,
Careful,
we got
Cameron.
that one.
I can smell Cheetos
But
on
yeah,
your fingers.
Cam and Chris here, back with another episode. We're doing, as you can guess it, if you watched the last one, scary stories. Oh. But as always, we're gonna start with small talk. So, how was a Lego set that you built or was building earlier?
We didn't finish it.
That you built.
Yeah. It's because it got really late and he had to go home. So we're like, okay, we'll stop when we're about to get to bag number 3. We're building a Bronco.
You know what I just realized? I gotta
Hmm.
translate everything you say to him because
Yes,
he can't hear you.
exactly.
Because I'm wearing that.
Dude.
Guys, we are improvising as we go along. Or why don't you go and join Discord call?
Yeah, it's stupid.
That would actually be a lot better.
Well, actually, if
And
time I was doing the podcast, they wouldn't let me join y'all's call.
hold on, it's because I gotta add you.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
'cause
it's
you gotta add
locked.
me, dude. Thank you.
That's a lot of work. Okay, we're gonna edit all of this out. We're gonna smash.
It's because she's
Boom.
a vampire potato.
Boom. Okay.
Vampires sleep all day. They
Wow.
wake up at nighttime, blah,
You're,
blah.
you're, okay.
Viewers,
the
I am so
tradition-
glad y'all missed the joke because it was so bad and horrible.
It's gonna be in the bloopers, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It was a good joke.
Are we actually gonna do bloopers?
Think that was a blooper.
What?
Just continue. Just continue.
Okay. Small talk, right? That's what we was gonna start off with. Finally, about time. Tell us, Lego set thingy. There was a Bronco. It was.
Yeah. So basically, all day I didn't really do much. I was just cleaning the house, blah blah blah. And then my friend came over to go to the store to buy a Lego set, right? So we went to Target, you know, that store, and we got a Bronco Lego set. Ooh.
The moment I heard cleaning the house.
She's just doing her daily duties. Okay, leave her be.
Y'all hate me.
Was it specifically
Anyway.
the kitchen?
We're not hearing enough.
We're not hearing a no.
It was the living room
And the kitchen.
and a little bit of the kitchen, but that's not the point here. Okay, this is not the point. Anyway.
You're right. Continue what you were saying.
Okay, so once we got the Lego set, he was craving seafood, so we're like, you know what? Okay, let's go get crawfish. So we
Yeah.
went to this place, and then we got crawfish, and it was like the bowl, you know.
Mhm.
So we ate, and then we went up to make the Lego set, but it got really late, and it's like very technical, you know. So it's like very
All Lego
tedious
sets
to
are.
put all the parts.
All Lego sets
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, but like building the engine was very tedious, you know, and it took a lot of
Hideous?
time.
It had tits?
Cameron,
What?
shut up. Shut up.
Dude.
Oh yeah, was this engine a baddie?
Anyways.
Hey, you wanna play Still a Baddie? On Roblox?
That's why I don't play Roblox anymore. Or not as much. Because every time we hop on now, it's like, hey, wanna play Still Baddie? I'm like, no. No, I don't.
He does.
Have you ever been curious though to play it? Why not? It's just a game. Dude, ew. It's
No, I have not. To be honest, I like good games.
Try new games.
Now,
You
Anime
never know. What
Waifu
if you get
Simulator
addicted to it?
is Anime Waifu Simulator is dope.
Yeah, Tyler recommended it to him.
That is something
not
Tyler would
surprised.
recommend.
Dude, he plays
I'm not
those
su-
kind of
yeah.
games. Tyler likes playing those grocery shop simulator.
That would actually be dope to play, though. I've thought about playing the grocery
He likes
simulator.
simulator games. Yeah,
Kinda. It looks
The one on
satisfying.
VR?
No.
Chris would play kitchen simulator.
Yeah, she would. Make a sandwich simulator.
This is a lot better than IRL.
Guys, I have a game called Plate Up. It's basically cooking. It's a great game. I
I
recommend
remember
it.
you telling
It's
me
very
about
fun.
that.
You know, very great game. It's also multiplayer, so if y'all want to play, just saying.
I actually got done playing Phasmophobia earlier, so that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
We
he died trying.
lost all of them but the last one. Well, second to last one. Yeah. It was rough. It actually got me good in the game. We went to the Bleasdale farmhouse, and
Mhm.
I was like just standing there, waiting for something to happen. Then I hear breathing behind me. Oh. It was just heavy breathing. I just slowly turned around and watched the ghost walk. I was like, and I as it was just reaching around about to fondle my grundle, I went to my friends. I was like, I'm dead. God. R.I.P. I thought you were rubbing your nipples for a second. I was about to question you very seriously. Like, I was about why? You're just sitting there back there, like,
This is gonna be a fun
yeah.
editing
Wait.
session. I'm gonna have
Please.
fun editing this.
Please don't add anything.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Is that it for small talk?
Camera.
Because I don't think anything else has
Camera.
really happened to me besides sleep. What?
Here we go.
Chris, do you have anything you
You didn't say no.
No. Have you done anything? Has Ashton done anything?
No, I slept. Well, I cleaned my room.
He slept
Actually,
all
I
day.
kind of organized it a bit.
He
better.
woke up around 8. Yeah. At those eight.
He was cleaning his room.
Yeah, that's right.
And his room's a lot smaller than me, so imagine
But take your job, Chris.
it looks like a hoarder's room. Like that's what it looks like.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, it don't. Dude, yours look like a freaking junkyard. Okay. For soda cans.
Room tour, room reveal.
Soda cans. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Anyways. Room reveal. No. No.
That's how bad it is.
No, it's actually better. It's actually like, hold on. I can show your face. Like, I don't know if you can see that side. I've organized a lot more. I got all my study books over there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I can't even move my camera much without it trying to disconnect. No. I need what Corey has. He can like grab his camera and just carry it around the house with him. Why I need.
Yeah.
I don't know if they record separately. Like he records the gameplay and then record his reaction. I want to learn how to do that. He's not my brother, by the way. Adopted.
Weren't you an accident?
Alright. Did you really have to?
I was planned. You was an accident.
Yes. Yes, I was indeed an accident. That is actually facts.
Wow.
Apparently, when my dad found out, like, my mom was pregnant with me, he sat in the car going, "No. No."
Wow.
He was somehow playing the second one. Alright. The aftermarket one.
Hmm?
They could have refunded him.
Damn. Expired.
You know what? I can control the podcast session. Take control.
He's touching himself right now.
I'm kidding. Uh-oh. I actually, hold on. I may have messed up my chair. There we go.
I'm gonna put some chapstick on.
Alright, spooky stories. I think it's time we get into that because it's been 21 minutes.
Today, Cameron
This
almost
actually
earned
might. I'm hoping it'll be a lengthy episode.
$10.
What?
Huh?
The day you said scary stories, and I was like, the day Cameron almost earned $10.
Oh,
Very
I
scary
say no
story.
immediately. You've heard about the $10 story, right?
No.
Oh god.
Me and Ryan, we were walking around town. I can't remember. I think we were just walking, hanging out, talking. It was I don't know if it was sometime after school or if it was like on the weekend. We started making our way past the square a little bit. I think it was kind of close to the library. Car pulls up, rolls out in their window, and went, "Hey." Some old bald dude, like fat bald dude. He goes, "Hey." He's like, "Come here." He's like, "I'll pay you $10 if you let me suck you off." Yeah. Me and Ryan, we went, "No. No." And then apparently later on, Ryan's dad called. Was like, "Hey man, I just seen some old fat bald guy pulled over to get him arrested. Like they had him over the hood and everything." And sure enough,
Gee, I wonder
I
why.
think it was him. Yeah. Crazy story. I remember after, like, me and Ryan, we made jokes about it. We were like, "Man, cheap. $10? I think I'm at least worth 50. Like, come on." That price is insane. Think you can get clearance here? Hell no. Anyways, yeah, that happened. I forgot about that spooky story. Oh. Alright, we're gonna get into the topic though, right? Who wants to go first? Chris, you go
seem to
first.
have
I
a
talk.
lot.
No,
Okay.
I gave quite a bit away the last episode. You can
Well, that's
start us up
good.
on this one. Yeah.
Okay. So it all started when
With
I was a
autism.
little kid. Cameron, can you like smack him or something? I don't know. Back of his head.
Continue
Grab
with
the
the story.
cords.
Yeah, continue with the story.
Okay. So I was like a only child when I was little. So I played with myself and I had a big imagination. What I had imaginary friends, all right? And I gave
I
them
think I've been
names.
told this before.
Yeah, you've been told this, but I'm just gonna retell it, all right? Because like that's like my main story that had everything. Like it's
Mhm.
basically like a chain event, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, um, I was giving them names. It was dumb names. Like I was little, so I was like saying like, "Oh, your name is Hot Dog," something like that. Just random names.
Look that way. No, for the camera. Look that way. Keep turning. I want you to zoom in on that.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see it like that, but
It's the hair, dude. It's the hair.
yeah, that's what they all say.
It's the hair.
Yeah, the headphone net.
Ooh,
There's a
okay.
reason why you wear a beanie, Cameron. Shut up.
Anyways, continue. You named your imaginary friends.
Yeah. And then like there was like a
Hot
couple.
dog.
There was Hot Dog. There was something else and something else. I don't remember. And then there was this one that gave me its name. Yeah.
Activity type stuff.
Yeah. So it told me, like, I'm gonna say the name because like I have.
Billy.
You'll see why. So he it was a guy. It was a little boy. The little boy told me that his name was is Derek. And I'm like, okay, I want to name you this though. No, it's Derek. Okay. So
Okay.
This reminds me of Amazing World of
So-
Gumball. Like an episode of Amazing.
I mean, I think of
Yeah.
that as like, have you seen the movies Paranormal Activity? Or she has like an imaginary friend named Toby.
Toby, yeah.
Yeah. He
Who
ends up
kills the
killing-
entire family, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so my mom caught me talking to this little boy, my imaginary friend,
Mhm.
and she told me don't talk to him anymore. And I didn't know why, because I'm like, it's my imaginary friend, it's fine. So then I started going around and telling people my about my imaginary friend.
Mhm.
And then they didn't believe me. So and I got really mad. So I went outside and there was like these um lights outside, but they didn't work. They couldn't turn on, right? Because I think
Yeah.
the fuse was stuck. So me and my friends, we went outside because I'm like, if like I was really mad, right? I was really
Mhm.
mad that they didn't believe me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna prove it to y'all. So I went outside and I'm like, um, you know what? I'm gonna tell them to turn on the light. And then, like, kind of looking back at it now, like I wouldn't think it would happen, right? And then it didn't happen until like when we're about to walk away, it turned on, and everybody started freaking out. And then I because I didn't expect it to happen. So like we all went back inside, and then we were just like kind of sitting there in silence, just like processing what happened, you know? Because there was like
Yeah.
no way for it to turn on,
Derek didn't
or no
have
reason for it to turn on.
Derek didn't have rainbow suspenders, did he? Cameron, I swear, if you don't get that
I
reference-
know. I know.
Do you get the reference?
Yes. Have you watched Supernatural?
Okay, good.
Yes.
Do you know the episode where Sam's imaginary friend pops up because he needs their help? Because turns out there's a bunch of imaginary friends and they're like slowly getting killed off. Oh, okay. Well, that's what he was referencing to.
Thank God you understood the reference. Gosh, that would have been so embarrassing.
Yeah, I just hope the viewers do. And
They should.
I didn't
They should.
continue, Chris. I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't have guests.
Never
least not
trusted
this
Derek.
What's that supposed to mean?
So we moved houses eventually,
Mhm.
and we soon found out that there was this like we moved houses, but it wasn't that far from where we were living in.
Yeah.
So we moved to this apartment, and excuse me. His face.
I didn't see. What face did you make?
It looked so like it was shocked and disturbed at the same time. Okay, so
We're gonna
we
sidetrack
went to
again.
this
Come on.
apartment. I'm sorry, let me speak. So we went to this apartment, right? And then we soon learned that a little boy himself in a closet in that apartment. So yeah. And that was the time when I had this old radio. And it was like this it was a small it was not like it's like a pretty small box. Not that small, but it was pretty small. And it was just those normal radios, right?
Yeah.
And I think you had to plug it in for it to turn on. And there was this time when I was doing homework and I was having the radio on, and then my mom told me off, so I turned it off, and then it played again. It turned on by itself again. So I'm like, okay, crap. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I turned it off again, and then it turned on again, and then I took the plug out and put
Yeah.
it like away from me, away from my desk, and then it turned on again, and that's when I kind of freaked out, like, what the fuck? So I
I
told
would
my
have
mom
too.
about it.
I'm
She's
like,
like,
well,
"Oh yeah,
there's.
yeah." I told my mom about it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's a haunted radio. It's fine. It does that." I'm like, "Oh, you didn't tell me this."
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
Like,
That's
yeah,
normal.
and then there's is not normal. Okay, witch, your little witch toy thing. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
Didn't
gave
it
my older
not have
brother.
batteries?
No, it didn't.
what,
And
the radio or
no,
the
No,
the,
witch?
the witch
How
toy.
would we know
Oh,
about the radio not having batteries?
I don't know. I thought you were like asking me like, was there batteries? I'm like, no,
Was
it's a
there?
plug-in.
That was
Stupid.
simply
No.
I mean, I have something
Yeah,
that's like
stupid.
that's something that scored my older brother. I have something that scored me for a long time when I was little, like very little.
Mm.
This was when we called it the Yellow House. I mean, that's all we called it when we was younger. All we knew the house by, and in fact, the house is I think still standing. Um, but I remember we were playing hide and seek. I think I went to go hide in the bathroom. And I remember like the only thing I really remember. I remember I went to the bathroom and I didn't even get the chance to shut the door. It
Oh, you're talking about that.
yeah, it shut on its own. I remember I started freaking and panicking. And I remember it felt like forever. Like I was just like trying to pull the door open and like uh, doing anything I can just to get it open. And I remember like tried to hide like kind of next to the toilet, and that's kind of when it was. I was little enough, like when you're little, you get like bits and pieces of memory. Like you only remember like bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That's how little I was. And apparently, what my mom and what my dad said, uh, they had to kick the door down to get to me
Oh,
because
wow.
it wouldn't open. And when they did, they said that I apparently, like, I said I was seeing an old man in some kind of like what looked like to be like a gown, I guess. They said I described it kind of like a hospital gown, and they said
Ooh.
like apparently he was getting closer and closer. Yeah. And
Yeah, like
for apparently like for years I didn't go to the bathroom alone or like I left the door wide open. It scarred me when I was younger.
didn't he have like a bash on his?
Yeah. They said like I described like it looked like he had a bash across his head. Which apparently
Mm.
there was an old man that lived in that house years before we did. And
Mhm.
we don't know exactly the cause of death, but who knows, maybe that was him.
Mm. So, like, in a figure, if we're gonna be talking about figures, right?
Mhm.
I had this one, what is it called? It's when you sleep and um
Sleep
sleep
paralysis.
paralysis. Yeah. So I had a sleeping paralysis, right? And I all I remember is hearing the clock in my room ticking, and that was like giving me anxiety. I hated that clock. I hate the clock noises, right?
Yeah,
And
I
then
love
I
them.
look, I hate them. It gives me so much anxiety, especially because of this sleep paralysis thing.
Yeah.
So down at like the end of my bed, and then I see this man figure with a hat sitting at the end of my bed, and I just like remember breathing like heavily, and I think I like felt my fingers a little bit,
Yeah.
and I just heard the clock. And oh hey, I think your clothes are ready.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
He'll be back.
okay. Should I continue?
Yeah. For the
Okay.
viewers, Ashton will be okay.
Okay. Okay. So I started staring at the figure, right? And
Yeah.
he doesn't move. And I'm like, I feel like it's been going on for like hours, right?
Yeah.
Until eventually I close my eyes. Like I for the longest I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't like have the ability to, right? Until finally I could. And then I knocked out. and the and then in the morning, um there was this like mark on my foot, and it looked like a rash. It wasn't a rash. You know? So that's that.
I got
I
one.
didn't tell anybody
So
about that mark because I was kind of like
your sleep paralysis demon had a foot fetish.
dude.
He's
No.
like,
That's what I gathered from.
like he wasn't even looking at you. He just looked at the tree. And like,
Yeah.
No, he
yeah.
wasn't even like it's because like he wasn't even touching me. Like there was a good distance because I was like because the bed was long and I was like
Mhm.
half the bed size,
Yeah.
and he was like at the end of the bed, like at the edge. And
Yeah.
he was like sitting down, he was slouched and he was at the floor.
I remember. This was all like, this was when we still lived in Edmondson, Brownsville. I remember. You ever like have those moments where like you're sleeping and then you're kind of like jolted away because it felt like you fell on top of your bed.
Yeah.
I had one of those situations where like it felt like I hit the bed. And I just kind of like rose up a little bit, and as I was like, I looked to my left side because we slept in a bunk bed at the time, and I seen this tall, dark figure. Like it looked like its head was almost touching the ceiling.
You were like sleeping
Mm.
on a top bunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you said
And I remember like when I looked, I just kind of froze. I was like, because no one in my family was that tall. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I remember I reached for this phone. I don't know if my mom gave me it. It was just like a useless phone, but I remember trying to turn it on, and it was full battery, or I was pretty sure it was full battery because when I turned it on, it just kind of flashed a little bit, turned right back off. I was like, okay. I just kind of rotated over, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, turned on my phone again, full battery.
you know what that reminds me of,
I
Cameron?
just sat there. I was like, huh, and it was like, do you ever remember it was like a Samsung block phone. Like it had like the little number pads
Yes,
you
yes,
could like
yes.
mess with.
Mhm.
It was one of those. And
Mm.
Cameron, that reminds me of Babadook, dude. Abaddon or whatever it's called.
Actually, the best way I could describe
Sort of
what I seen was more like a grim. Like, he didn't have, like,
Oh,
he had what looked like a hood or something that kind of, like, you
right.
know. And, yeah, that messed with me a little bit. That house always had weird stuff. Like, the front door, the front screen door on both sides, like, it was like inside of the glass. I don't know how to describe it. It looked like a bunch of like skulls. We thought maybe it was like from past Halloween stickers or something. You could not clean it off. And you could rub your hand across it. It was smooth. Like no stickiness, nothing. It was like inside the glass.
Oh. That's crazy. Yeah, I've mostly seen just shadow figures for me, but there was this one time where it was very detailed. So I was getting out of my room. When I get out of my room, like from the right of me is the bathroom, and then to the left of me is my mom's room.
Yeah.
So I get out of my room, and then I just see it's it's say it, but like it's a head, right? Just a floating head spinning from the bathroom to my mom's room. And I freak the fuck out. I scream and I bolt forward because that's
Yeah.
like the only way I could get out of like the way because like I didn't want to go back to my room and be trapped there. So I bolt forward and my mom was outside smoking and I leave like I go outside with her and I freak out and I tell her what's going on. And she was like on the phone with um my grandma and she goes inside the house and she looks in the house and she didn't see anything. Oh, and there was this one time I wasn't there. It's my mom's story, but
Yeah.
she told me this that she was on FaceTime with my grandma and she was living alone, right? I was at my dad's house. So she was living alone and she had a boyfriend at the time, but he wasn't there. He was at work and um my grandma asked my mom, "Hey, is your boyfriend home?" And then my mom's like, no." And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then my mom waits till the next day to tell her because like it was at night. And then my grandma tells her like, "Oh, yeah, I saw a man figure walking in your house when we were on FaceTime." And then my mom's like, "Dude, I was alone."
Yeah,
So like what kind of
why would she wait till the next day too? I would have been like, nah, that's dirty. That messed up. Cause what if
it's
something
because
happened? Like,
it's because we had a history of seeing figures in the house and my grandma didn't want to like freak her out right then and there.
yeah.
But it's a very very small apartment.
Well,
So
I
like you could
remember
basically see everything.
speaking of like shadowy things, I guess. Well, I didn't see nothing. I remember you ever like get a feeling like something's off, like
Yes.
something is a little bit there. I remember.
Mhm.
I think I was like I overslept. It was nighttime, and my room. I remember waking up and like the hallway. This was in that trailer, in Monroe, and we lived in. I remember like the door was open and like the light was to the living room was on. Like I could see the light. I remember like waking up and it felt off. It seemed way darker than usual. Like
Mhm.
especially with a light on. I remember
Mhm.
slowly getting up and like as I was making my way to the door, it felt like I couldn't move. Like I don't know how to explain. I guess kind of like paralysis, but like it felt like every step I tried to take got harder and harder. I literally like had to grab on like the side of the door to pull myself out. I don't think I slept
Mm.
in that room that night. I remember like I turned back and like just kind of looked at the room. I couldn't even see like any further into. I couldn't see my bed or anything. I was like, no. I just turn around and I just like, nah, couch it is. That's what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Oh, so I remember this one time. It's like it's like hard for me to even believe, but there was
Yeah.
this one time that my great grandma, she came over to my house. She was a witch at the time, by the way. Um
Dun, dun,
and
dun. Suspenseful music.
yeah. So
She
a
has
lot of
dementia, by the
things
way.
back then.
She don't remember that she's a witch.
Yeah,
It
she
is
has
her.
dementia. She doesn't
Yeah.
know who she is. She doesn't know who anybody is. She's like she has a mind of a baby, basically.
You should buy a Batman suit, like a Batgirl suit, for that way.
She won't even know what Batman is.
Oh,
She doesn't even know how to, yeah.
you cut out. I did not hear that part. That's why I looked at
I
him. I
said
was like, it's you. So,
I said that she doesn't even know how to speak.
dang.
Yeah,
Oh, wouldn't that
it's
be
gone that
creepy if
bad.
one day she just starts speaking?
Or yeah, imagine like you go to her, like see her and what like whatnot, and she just like she doesn't even look at you. She look past you and she's like, "Who's that?" Turn around, you see
I
Ooh.
remember
nobody.
this one time before like her dementia got really, really bad. I remember me and my mom went to go visit her, and me and my great grandma, we were like in the car alone because my
Mm.
mom went to go to the store really quick. And she looks at me and she's like, she tells me this in Spanish, by the way. She's like, your daughter?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, she was just like, she started complimenting like the way my mom looks and the way I look, and she was asking like who was my mom, like what does she do, blah 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 blah. And I felt like so like bad because like she was with my mom most of the time, well not most of the time, but like she knew who my mom was. She
Yeah.
supported my mom and she helped my mom in a way. And just listening to her ask me questions about my mom when I should be asking questions about my mom, like it was just it was sad. Anyway, so there was this one time way back. It was like a long ago. Wrong time ago. Okay.
Wrong
And
time ago. In a
and
city far,
um
far away. No,
it was
Kiki.
in the same apartment, by the way.
Same
Shut up.
apartment.
It was in the same it was at the same oh no.
You dare say such things to me? How dare you? That's a touch. I would not do that to you. I would.
Anyway, same apartment, by the way. So she came over and she stayed, right? And I think my mom was asleep at the time. So I was only awake and video games. I was playing on my Xbox
Your
and I was
Xbox.
playing video games on my and I heard a noise behind me, right? And what was that?
Actually, was just squeaking. It would be.
Ew, that's so
Ew.
Super.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so I hear something behind me and I look behind me and there was nothing there, right? So I'm like, all right, it's time for me to like get off. So I'm like turning everything off, turning the Xbox off, turning the TV off. I glance behind me and in the corner of my eye, I swear, I feel like I saw like a halo. Just a halo behind the couch. And then like it went up from the couch and then back down. It was behind the couch though. And then like I don't know, I kind of froze. I don't remember how I felt, but I was just more confused than anything. I looked behind the couch and there was nothing there. So I just like ran to my room where my great grandma was staying in,
Yeah.
and she was asleep. And I just looked at her and I looked back at the couch and there was nothing there. I'm like, I don't know. But I swear, like I am so sure of it that I know what I saw, you know? But like I don't know. It's like irritating every time I tell it because like I question myself, but I know what I saw. What?
I got another spooky one for me. This was at the
Okay, okay.
orphanage house, the one with a lot of the craziest stories. I
Hmm.
remember it was just me and my sister alone, and it was like I can't remember like what all or like kind of like how it started, but we started hearing like noises, and I remember like I pulled my phone out, we kind of like investigated, and I think it was like the like the stairs. It kind of led to where my older brothers were sleeping and whatnot. I remember we
Hmm.
opened that door, and God bless, dude.
I know.
Did you see that? His mouth just like.
Felt like Galactus.
Anyways,
No, I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention.
I remember she was kind of getting like panicky, and it felt like we was hearing all around the house, like a kid, like was playing with us.
Shoot him!
And I think it was like when we opened the door, because I pulled my phone out, ready to catch something. Something just dropped. It was like I don't know if it was like a ball or something from like the top of the stairs down. Just went bounce. She
Mm.
freaked. I remember we both just ran and did not go back inside until our parents got home. We're like, nope,
He just wanted to play.
they can play by themselves. Not with themselves, like someone said earlier, weirdo. But by themselves. Ashton, do you have any scary stories that you remember?
I got some crazy nightmares.
Oh, I didn't think about nightmares. You ever had a nightmare like you could feel?
Some weird freaking nightmares. Uh,
I mean, I had
Grandma,
a recent one that was pretty
I
weird.
had a nightmare. I was younger, where I like woke up in the hallway of where Grandma lived at Landmark. Woke up in the hallway.
Ooh.
Yeah, and her the light where Melinda was at
Mm-hmm.
was off, and there's just the hallway light on. Everything else is pitch black. And fucking Grandma comes crawling at me, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
So imagine Grandma.
I don't
who's-
want to imagine
who's a
that.
saint, crawling at you like, oh god.
That's
Um,
weird.
Ugh.
I got one, and this one I felt. I could feel it.
You
in
gotta
the dream.
talk about the zombie one.
Yeah.
God, Jesus.
I remember it was so weird because it's like first I started in a car. It was at first it was kind of like on and off of where I was. I started in the car. It was I think my mom, my grandma, my aunt, and we were going somewhere. Then I ended up somehow by myself, walking into I think it was McDonald's. I'm guessing it was some fast food place. I remember thinking about grabbing something, like thinking about something going to eat, and I didn't like. As I was looking around, it looked like people was running. I don't know like what was going on. Left the restaurant, and I started making my way to like a bridge, and everything was kind of like it looked kind of destroyed. Like things were thrown, things were burning. And I remember hearing something below the bridge, and I somehow climbed my way down. It was some young lady, a cop, and like they were going on about something. And I looked over to my left, and there was a door, like a metal door. I went to go open it, and as I was reaching for it, the door like just exploded, bursted open. Zombies came running towards me. I went to put my hand up like this, and I felt the teeth like sink in, and that's what woke me up. As I remember waking up and just doing like this, moving my arm. It felt so weird.
Like it'd be cool to have
Did
a
you ever
freaking zombie dream or nightmare.
did you like see a mark or something? Was there marks?
It
Like
looked like red
something that
marks. Like it didn't look like something bit down, but it was just like red line right there and a red line right there. Yeah.
I mean, like if anything, it could have been either Ashton pinching you or something. It could be like
No, it was
something
just
like
me.
that.
It was
Yeah,
this was when I
cause
was
like,
at my granny's house on my dad's side. Uh
mm-hmm.
I don't I don't know where you were, but I know he wasn't there. And it was just
No,
me
I
and
mean
Granny.
like just in general, like something, whatever, like on your bed, just touching your arm could be
It
that.
could have, but it felt
Mm.
so weird. And then I
Mm-hmm.
had another dream that I guess it was
Hold on.
events.
Hold on. Turn. You already said your piece.
Oh, this ain't nothing. This ain't. I'm
Oh
just saying,
yeah,
like, I had like
we're just
another
talking.
dream. I had like another dream like later on. I'm guessing it was after because I had a bandage wrap right here. Action was alive in the dream. He also had a bandage, so I guess he was bit. Don't know. And then there was
Oh,
some
gee,
chick.
still alive. Let's go.
And then there was some chick sitting in the middle. I remember we were in some kind of car, and I was like looking
Mm.
around and it looked like biohazard like suit, like radio whatever chemical suits
We
on.
weren't in Kentucky, I tell you that much.
Yeah, we were in Kentucky. But it looked like it was being taken to a facility to be studied on.
Jesus.
Mm.
That's all I remember. I woke up after that. I was like, wow. I was like, okay.
When you bring up the
Yeah.
hazmat and being tested on, I'm like, God, this is a Hollywood movie. Jesus.
It was something. I don't know. I don't know like what made those dreams happen. I was just like, but I also was a big zombie nerd back then.
Um. So me and a bunch of my other family members. Well, not a bunch, but it was me, my grandma, my mom, and my mom's brother. We had a dream of our, well, my great grandma. So my mom's grandma,
Mm-hmm.
my grandma's mom. So we all had a dream of about her, and each of their dreams, like I guess they. What is he doing?
I don't know. He just rubbed his nose all over my damn mic. You know, I've sneezed into that mic. Yeah, like I've full on sneezed into that thing. But I was pointing to him like the how long we've re-recorded because it kind of caught me by surprise.
You interrupted her story.
I'm sorry, continue.
Anyway, so I guess whoever dreamed of her, like at some point, like she gave them a message, but in my dream, she didn't give me nothing. She didn't give me shit. She was just there. Like, okay, so I dreamed of being in her house and my grandma was like holding her. Well, not holding her, but like holding her arm
Mm-hmm.
and like helping her enter the house. And then I just stare at my great grandma and I just look at her, right? And she just looks at me and my tells me something. I don't remember that. Like it was very, very like quick.
Yeah.
And then that was my dream. And then I guess with my mom, there was like a whole sentimental that my great grandma gave her. I'm like, okay, it's a lot. And
Yeah.
I remember I have tarot cards, right? And my mom asked me like, do you like if I think that I could give a reading for my great grandma just to see how she's doing. And I'm like, okay, I could try. And this was a time when she fell. My grandma, and she really hurt her face and her
Mm-hmm.
whole body because she fell down a stair like one single, and her face was all like puffy, bruised.
Dang.
Her body was really bad, but she didn't react to it because she's gotten to the point where she can't react to pain. She forgot how to react to pain. So we don't know when she's in pain. We don't know when she's uncomfortable. We don't know anything because she
I'm gonna
doesn't know
say,
how to.
is there like, ain't there like a disease or something like, where like, without dementia, like they just can't feel pain? It's like something to do with
Yeah.
the,
Hmm.
I can't remember what it's called. I think there's a movie about it now. It's some
I didn't know it was a disease.
like
I thought it was like
comedy
something
action.
you're born with. Like
I think so. It could be something you're born with. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
like a disorder.
Yeah,
You think?
I think.
Something like that. Anyway, so that was
Is it a
during the
disorder?
time that
Or is it like
she.
that?
it's kind of a power sometimes.
Anyway,
Got power.
it's like it would suck a lot if someone like got that, like they can't feel pain because they don't know if something's wrong with them, you
And
know?
that is true. I think there was some UFC fighters that like had that, and like they would break a bone, not know it, and then
Hmm.
end up either in the hospital or the
Yeah,
EAD.
they'll probably have to amputate it at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my story. So
Actually, stop
that's when
interrupting her.
my mom asked me like, "Oh, just like let me know how she's doing." And I'm like, "Okay." So I asked the tarot cards like how she's doing, and it basically told me that she's suffering. Yeah.
That's a
I'm
hell
looking
of a
at
card to
Cameron.
pull.
Huh?
I just see Cameron.
This is a
Your-
serious
your
matter. And
face.
you're laughing.
Your face. I was looking at you, dude. So it's excusable.
You hear that, Chris?
No, you. I wasn't laughing at this. I was.
No, no.
He's making
I think
it
the
look bad.
viewers can agree that you're laughing
No.
at Chris.
No.
Shame. Everybody shame him.
Anyway,
Shame.
No.
boo him. Boo.
Boo! Boo!
But yeah, so that's what the tarot card said, that she was suffering. So harsh to say, kind of true. I kind of hope she passes soon.
I get
Like
that.
as bad as it sounds, it would be better if it does pass. That way she doesn't have to go through so much.
Yeah.
Because she's very vulnerable.
It's like with my grandma. Uh she was very, very Christian and stuff.
Hmm.
Or I think I actually talked about that a little bit yesterday. But
Yeah.
she knew when her time was coming. I remember it was actually like a week before it happened. She was like, "It's coming soon," and she was like, "I'm ready for it." At first, I didn't think too much about it, but a week later, she's passed away in the hospital.
Of
And
old age or of what?
she had cancer in her bones.
Yeah, but that's not
Oh.
what she died from. She had fallen, and something had happened to her liver. I think no, her lungs. Her lungs.
Oh yeah,
And she drowned on her own.
yeah.
Oh,
Fluids
did like a rib
thing, like
puncture her lung?
something like that, or bruised it. Something.
Oh.
It did
bad
sound
with
like
the
that,
lung.
yeah. Which I'm still somewhat glad she went to that hospital. Man, if she went to the hospital here, well, medical center technically, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a hospital. It's not. But I knew someone, their grandma went to the medical center here, and they killed her. Yeah, gave her the wrong medication and overdosed her.
Wow. Did
Yeah,
they sue them?
I think so. I think.
Okay, that's good.
I would have hoped that,
Yeah,
or
they would have spent a lot of money.
target practice. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Don't take me seriously. No target practice.
No, take it serious.
Okay.
He's like the little devil on the shoulder. He's
Um,
like, do it.
Pull a Punisher.
But let's get back on track. Let's get back to like horror stories, okay?
Yeah.
We're getting a little sidetracked here.
We're getting trauma dumped. Trauma dumped. We're dumping a lot of trauma.
What trauma?
Yeah, what trauma?
Trauma of a lost one. Losing a lost one.
That's
So-
natural. I mean,
Yeah, shut up, Cameron. Shut up. You're making it worse. You're making it. Shut up.
I remember when me and Ryan, we joke about like if one of us die, like, or get
Mhm.
close to that, like the other day when we almost got hit. Like, boy, man, natural selection is really after us today. I mean, we've skinned by a lot when it comes to death. Oh, I know a scary experience I did. I went through once. This
Mhm.
burned in my memory. I was also again little. We were at this creek. I think it was some kind of lake or creek. I can't remember. And my dad was on the phone, not paying attention at all. And I was just walking, and then out of nowhere, I went, shoot, like so far in the water. I remember trying to claw my way back up. I couldn't see anywhere. I looked down, pitch black. I don't think I could even really see my legs. And as I was struggling to get back up, my sister managed to pull me out. And what's even more messed up is she tried telling my dad, like, hey, look. And he didn't pay no attention. So yeah, I was a survivor.
It's like you were going through a IRL Roblox lobby.
I tell you what, I remember, and it was like I kind of felt like I was being pulled down, because even like when I was trying to swim up or even try to kind of climb back up, I got further down.
Mm.
So,
Do you guys have scars?
I used to right here.
oh,
What
and
happened?
I think he also has a.
Oh
blue
yeah, I
scar.
had a scar on my right booty cheek.
Yeah. And that's because funny. Okay, funny story. Funny
And
story.
that scar lasted.
When we were
Why?
when we were in foster care, right? They did.
Mm.
They would do a lot of stuff. This was actually really illegal. I'm pretty sure they got fired for it, and a lot of stuff. When we were in foster care, we were put on testing medication. It was medication that was, I think, not only it wasn't approved, but it wasn't out yet, like at all. I remember it made me sleepy. So like, I remember my second grade year, none. I don't remember none of it. Well, besides bits and pieces. I remember I woke up in, I gained conscience in computer class, and I apparently had a girlfriend that I didn't know about, and also a best friend. I remember.
How do you do that while also sleeping on?
That's the thing. I think I was like a completely different, like, I think I was also like really sluggish and tired, but like different person also when I was whatever.
I was mean.
I don't know.
I was mean under my medication.
Like,
I was mean to everybody for no reason.
yeah, he made a teacher cry.
I dragged a kid off the bus in a headlock for crying.
Yeah,
I was bad.
Yeah, he was. It made him very aggressive. Like I remember, uh, being told from mom like the teacher wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, so he was like, "Oh yeah," and he just whipped it out. And pissed. Like he did not care. He started throwing chairs at teachers. Made the gym teacher, which was some buff dude, cry in the corner. Like he had a whole mental breakdown because of it. Like I said, me,
Wow.
I had a different persona. I had a girlfriend, best friend I didn't know about. I would just gain conscience. Like, I was like, I remember sitting at the computer class. I was like, where am I? I looked around and like everyone started to leave. I just kind of got up, followed them. And I guess the other person that was like my friend or whatnot, I was like, where do we go? She's like, this class, silly, come on. I was like, okay. I just kind of followed. And then it just went blank again. I don't remember.
But
Oh my god.
I think the medication was wearing
They
off
give
or
you-
whatever.
I don't know.
But
Older brother, it made him like a zombie. I don't mean like biting people, but like he walked around, did not talk, and was just quiet. Like he was not aware of anything. And he would sleep a lot.
Mm.
But
but
what was I getting into?
we were at Grandpa's.
Oh yeah,
We were staying
Grandpa's.
at Grandpa's.
Still somewhat foster care system, but they let
And,
us stay there so our parents could see us.
I think I think it was a side effect of medication, or it was wearing off or whatever, and it made us, or at least made me, like woozy or whatever. And I was next to this.
It was
It was some
like a
kinda-
wood stove.
Yeah.
I remember we used to cut up logs and he would feed
and
it, but
I got woozy and I fell over a little bit, and one of the pieces on there had cut my cheek.
yeah, he had like just got done taking a bath or something, but I think I was there. I remember he just you know fell, and then like there were moments I remember this happened outside. I was sitting with Grandpa, and I remember we were both just kind of sitting on the porch, and Ashton opened like the little gate thing to the porch, and we kind of noticed him stumbling a little bit. Grandpa goes, "You okay, bud?" He goes, "Yeah." He opens it, and then take another step. He just goes, "Yeah, I'm good." Grandpa goes, all I hear is Grandpa go, "Oh shit!"
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That's a core memory I always look back to.
I remember.
Wait,
I
we
think-
steered off of scary stories now.
I know we're never.
we keep
just
doing
going
this.
Memories. Last one.
Okay, last one, and I think I'm gonna end the episode.
Wait,
Unless-
but I have stuff to say.
Okay,
I'll
Ashton,
I'll finish my thing.
hurry.
All right. Anyways, I think me, you, and like our father was playing tag at the playground or whatever. Just chasing us around, and
Oh.
you not paying attention was looking at our dad while running, and there's a freaking metal pipe here, and he runs right into it.
Yeah,
There's a
what I remember is like I was running, and as I turned right here, I went like you can picture my arms like this and my legs. No.
I ran
I
into
went-
a doorknob.
I went ding.
I hit my head on the
boom.
doorknob.
Yeah, I remember.
Running.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It was pitch black
Not
darkness.
that big.
I had a big bruise after that.
Okay, let her speak.
I will.
You reminded me of this one story. Okay, I was bullied a lot, by the way. I was super bullied. So this reminds me, there was these two girls, right?
I was a
And
bully.
huh?
Yeah, you were. You did.
I was a
He was
bully.
he was an a-hole.
I was a complete ass for no reason. I was just like I would just tell people randomly, "Fuck you." Like I was just like,
Damn.
I was a straight South Park kid because I also grew up watching that. So like, I would, oh mean.
So okay, so there was these two girls and they wanted to play with me. I'm like, oh, you want to play with me? Because they never talked to me. Okay, so we
That's messed
decided
up.
to tie me up with jump ropes on one. Okay, so
I don't
one
think they wanted to
rope
play with
on.
you.
Okay, but I thought because they were like one of the popular people, so I'm like, oh my god, I would love to play with y'all. This was in elementary school, by the way. So one rope they tied my wrist, and then another rope they tied my wrist, and then both girls on each like both sides of me, they kind of like stretched my arms out, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna run, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we start booking it straight, and then next thing you know, we're running straight to a basketball pole, all
I
right,
can already
and
kind
then
of see
I'm
what this.
trying to yeah, and I'm trying to like move out of the way, but they won't let me because they have both my arms still running and we're at full speed. So like if like there's not that much time for me to stop
Yeah.
to avoid it. Like there would be for me to slow down and avoid impact, you know? And I just like I accepted it. I closed my eyes. I was running and I just feel my nose go boom. And then I drop down to the floor and I'm just staring at the ceiling. I'm just staring. And then I feel like warmth go down my nose. And then the two girls are like freaking out and they call the coach. And then the coach sees me and the coach is like, what happened? I'm like,
You cut off. I didn't hear that part. You went what?
the
I
coach
ran
said,
into the
what
pole.
happened? And I'm like, I ran into the pole. And then she like grabbed like a cloth that she had and she held my nose. So that was I almost broke my nose anyway. So and there was this other time where I feel like my face almost broke was I was just sitting down. So there's this concrete area that Jesus Christ.
Whew. It's a powerful sneeze.
Yes, yes, it was.
His headphones came off. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Continue.
Anyway, so you know how like there's like some playgrounds have this concrete area where it's just tilted. Like you could like kind of walk on it, but it's like very, very like high. Oh, you
Mm.
I'm 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 doing it as if you could see my hand. Anyway,
That was a lie.
Potato.
so I was just I was just sitting there, right? And there's this guy. His name is Demetrius Weatherspoon. Anyway, I remember his name.
Was he a black
So
guy? Black kid?
yes, yes.
I feel it.
So he comes up to me with a
You know, guys.
basketball in his hand, and
I'm sorry, what on his hand?
with a basketball in his hand, and he comes up to
Typical
me.
I'm
person.
Let me speak. Let me speak. Okay, so he comes
uh,
up to me, and I don't remember our conversation. I just remember him chucking the basketball to my face and almost breaking my glasses. But that's not the first encounter with him. The next encounter was when me and my childhood friend at the time, we were talking in Spanish and Demetrius comes up to us and he's like, hey, you guys are talking in Spanish? How do you say blah 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 in Spanish? And it was just him saying a bunch of slurs. And then me and my friend look at each other and we're like, oh, we basically said you're a very nice person in Spanish and he like kind of was convinced that oh it was a bunch of slurs. So he went up to some Hispanic and said that and then the Hispanic's like, "Oh, thank you." And then he he was just so mad that he went up to me and he slapped my arm really hard that he imprinted his hand on my arm, and
Like a black
that
handprint?
basically a handprint, a red handprint on my arm because
Oh,
he
red.
slapped me that hard. Red. Dude, I'm white.
I know, I was talking about.
Black hand.
So, never mind.
Anyway, so that was that.
Mhm.
And I had another like something else
Dimitri,
to
how dare
say,
you?
but I don't like Demetrius.
Yeah, I messed up.
Demetrius Witherspoon. I think he was the third, but I'm not sure.
I remember, let's see, core memory for me when it came to bullies, right? Um, this kid, I remember me and this friend that I had, he let me borrow some of his drumsticks, and I was like just messing with it. And these group of kids came out of nowhere, grabbed me by my arms, and they wanted the drumsticks. I was like, this is kind of stupid, but okay. And as their leader was walking in front of me, I remember I was like, mistake. I reared back my foot, and as hard as I could, right into his dick, I went, kick! He dropped like a sack of potatoes. I remember, I think I freed my right arm, punched the kid to my left, and started screaming at the kid to my right that later ended up being my friend because he ended up being a chill dude. I think he was just there just to be there. Like, he was just there. I was like screaming at him, where's the drumstick? Where's the drumstick? Because I didn't want to be blamed for losing something that wasn't mine.
Yeah, so I have a confession. There was this one time that I was like really, really bad. So I had this friend who was a grade younger than me. This was still in elementary school, by the way. And he was telling me that this guy, this other boy was bullying him. And then I was like, why are y'all laughing?
All of this stuff is taking place in just elementary.
No. I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at a core memory of Ashton dealing with the. And no, I wanted to say
I'm so confused.
keywords. I'm trying to deal with the bully, and it ended. So I remember, right? Me and Austin, we would tell him like, stand up for yourself. All right. I remember walking to the bus, and he was getting ready to stand up for himself. Like he was getting, because we were like, hit the kid, right? And I remember from what we know, he swung at the kid,
Oh yeah,
but the
that's
kid
long.
caught it. Oh shit! You can imagine.
Imagine
It
your-
was fail. It was
Dude.
just miserable because he got on the bus and like tears because he was on his nose.
Imagine you're a little kid, right? And your brothers are telling you to stick up for yourself. And
Oh.
little did they know the person that you were trying to confront had the reflexes of a buck.
It's just apparently he caught his fist and just went wow.
Yeah.
I think I later
Oh.
ended up confronting the kid, but I don't know what was wrong with me. I didn't threaten to fight the kid. I always threatened to kill him.
Okay.
And I always got in trouble for it. Oh, well, if they caught me. You know, if they caught me. I remember this was a joke. kinda. It wasn't kinda. Someone dared me to say it. It was a stupid thing to say. I remember I told like some high schoolers, I was like, "You're next on my death list." Off the bus. I got pulled off. They called home. They searched my stuff for a list. And I remember they called home. They called home and was like, "Does he have any weapons?" And my dad was like, "Well, he has a few knives, an axe."
What?
Yeah, I had.
Dude,
It was
what the hell?
the dare went horrible, and I mean the kids laughed because I was like, "Yeah, I got dared too." Like I was telling them, I was like, "It was stupid," but
You know,
the teacher didn't think so. He still, even though they were laughing, pulled me off the bus and was like, "Well, you shouldn't be saying that." I'm like, "Well, you shouldn't be such." Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I said some things.
I was accused of having a gun
I
one
got.
time at school. Go ahead.
Do you want some chicken? Sure, yeah.
That sounds really good.
I got sent to the
Pigbacks.
I think it's principal for drawing guns in geometry.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Drawing.
Mm-hmm.
You like the theory
Yeah.
reason why you're drawing it? It's drawing a gun. Drawing with a pencil.
So, when I was accused of saying that I had a gun, my everything was searched. A drawing of a gun, like a model of a gun, like a paper gun, like everything was searched.
Mhm.
And I was freaking out because I wasn't aware of like anything. Because basically, whoever said they had a gun was somebody behind me, which was like a grade older than me. And the principal, um, oh no, I told my mom about it, and she called the principal and basically told her that I had a learning disability and there was no way for her to talk to me like that. And then I looked at my mom like, why do you have to say that? Like this does not relate to anything. And
It was like,
um
basically, my daughter's a retard, so why should you have to speak to her in such a way? And you're just sitting there like, what'd I do? What's going on?
dude, and I remember the first time I found out I was in special was because there was this um phrase on the window of that door of the special ed class, and I always wondered what that um three
And
words meant. So I decided, I was like in the car with my mom, I'm like, I wonder what this means. So I searched it up, and it was basically telling me like, oh, it's for kids who have a disability and need extra help and special and blah 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 blah. And then I look at my mom, I'm like,
am I a
Mom,
retard?
I'm in. I'm like, Mom, am I special? I'm in special education. And then she just starts bursting out laughing as if like it's a joke. And I'm
Ah.
like, Mom, this is seriously, I didn't know this. I didn't. Like it was like news for me that I was special
I,
without
re-
even knowing. I thought this was normal.
I remember my friend, he was accused for having a knife in school. He did.
Hmm.
But they made it seem like, it was like a smaller knife. He had a knife that was about that big.
So nearly
The
a machete.
blade was maybe like, yeah, almost. And yeah, he stayed in the detention center for literally the entire rest of the year. Well, he did it because protection. He didn't trust anybody.
He didn't need a freaking
Which I don't
machete.
blame
Pretty much.
him. Like I said again, I still don't blame him
They stayed at the detention center for how long?
for up until graduation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude.
But like
Oh
I
my
said, he had a
God.
good reason. It was like after the whole $10 thing, and well, I think he kind of did it before then too. But like he doubled down after.
I clutched my graduation, dude. I clutched.
What? There's cake? Oh, I didn't even know.
You have to
Besides-
drank like 3 times.
Besides the drink,
Drunk like
and
3
watermelon.
sodas.
Those were my two focus. Was a drink and watermelon. You forget my ex was black. Watermelon's kind of like my thing now.
I'll eat it right after the chicken dessert.
Watermelon chicken. Well.
Well.
You know, some dude had a problem with my eyelashes.
Really?
Ah,
What?
he's like, hey, you got long eyelashes.
I always got compliments
like-
for him.
And?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Okay.
clutched my graduation. Dude, I had a music culture class, and it was like on computer, it was all over. They didn't even have Beethoven. It was just constant.
Yeah, I
The
don't
whole
want to
year.
talk about my year. I just want to get out of there. I skipped most of it. I didn't get in trouble.
clutched
Well, I was failing
graduations.
half of my
Oh
classes.
yeah, I wanted to mention this because I thought this was a funny story.
We went from
When I was
scary
little,
stories to funny stories. How interesting.
look, okay, well, it was scary at the end because of how I felt because I started crying hysterically. Anyway, so I was just running around the kitchen. I was tiny. I was running around the kitchen and I saw this knife. It was a pink one, by the way. And I'm like, I'm gonna poke it. So I go up to the knife. I go up to the knife.
I'm gonna poke it.
So I go up to the knife and I look at it. And then I put my finger on it, on the the tip of the blade, and then I just poke it. And then I look at my finger and I just see blood oozing out. And then it takes me a second. I'm like processing it. And then that's when I'm like I start crying hysterically and I go up to my dad and I show him the blood. And then he's like he was so disappointed. He cleaned my finger and he got mad at me.
And Cameron got the
Yeah.
top of his head boiled.
What?
Yeah, my mom was cooking ramen noodles, and I was kind of underneath her. She didn't see me. I kind of snuck, opened a cabinet, and I think I was trying to open like a jar of peanut butter, because I think I was gonna just take a spoon and just. But actually, like, because she was making me ramen noodles, but my big bag wanted something else. And
Oh
something. So. He went to turn because the sink was towards the right, and I was like in between basically. As she went to like turn to pour water, she bumps into me, drops the pot. The pot lands right there, and the whole like water, because the water didn't land on my hair or nothing, and landed
Yeah.
all over my back, and went down.
I thought I got some of your head.
No, the bottom. That's why like right here, it's not. It used to be like just a little bald spot, but it's healed over the years, thankfully.
Yeah, they put mustard on.
Yeah, my
To
cousin
cool
was
it
like, "This will
down,
help."
I guess.
She just
Like-
poured mustard all over my hair and my back. I was just like, I remember I was going, it was horrible. And I remember like when it happened. Oh, I did the stop, drop, and roll. First, I ran. I was going. Like, the stop, drop, and roll, going. I was
Yeah.
going crazy.
She asked about the scars. Any of us had scars, and that's it right here.
Oh, yeah. How did that happen?
Because I was a kid, I was out nothing but.
Oh, I remember.
I was out in nothing but my underwear. Because I was I was a kid.
Specifically, I think it was Spider-Man undies.
It was Spider-Man undies. And
More like wedgies.
I was
But
riding my bicycle toward the garage,
Yeah.
and they had a stack of concrete slabs. Like they were like octagon shaped. They were all stacked on top of each other. I don't know how I wrecked, but I somehow wrecked and flipped over and hit my head right here.
Right on the edge.
Yeah.
And hit him right here. And
Apparently it was
full panic. He went
enough
full
to
panic.
see.
His skull.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I bet. There was this one time
And the
I was at
paramedics
the...
made fun of me because I was in spider undies.
Yeah. It was, like, as he's in this dire situation, everyone was just kind of
I was just
someone laughing.
looking up
like, hey,
at
look
I
at
was
this.
looking up at the sky, and they were just all around me
Pure bad,
laughing, and I
man.
was like, "What the heck, man?"
Oh,
Poor guy.
yeah, that was the same house he shot himself in because he was sick.
Dude, there was one time.
Wait,
We
let
were
me tell
going-
this. Let me tell this. He was really sick, but I remember I was.
Wait,
I think.
wait. Can Ashton still hear me?
What?
Yeah, Ashton can still hear you.
Oh, it's because it says that he left the call.
You can still hear her, right?
No.
Oh, never mind. No, it said you left the call. You're no longer in the call.
I bet the PS5 went in rest mode.
Could have. Anyways, now I'm gonna tell a story while he's getting this situated. I remember I was sitting in some chair. Mom was sitting in some chair. I was drinking pickle juice. I'm pretty sure because I think I was feeling off too. Like I don't think I was as sick, but I remember he was at the garage and he starts sprinting while holding the back of his pants. And Mom was like, "Are you okay? What's wrong? What's going on?" He goes, "I just pooped myself." And he was running to the house. Oh my god, it was hilarious. That was funny.
Yeah, I remember-
Also, hold on. We're done with ours. We're gonna let Chris talk, and I think that's where we're gonna end the episode because we're at an hour and 41 minutes right now.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Short story. I have this little scar on my wrist, like where my veins are at, very very close to my veins. And I got that because when I was little, me and my grandma, we went to this store and I saw a snow globe. So I picked it up and it was glass. I started shaking it. I'm playing with it. And I toss it up in the air. And then it shatters and glass get
And
on
then-
me. And there was this one shard that was really, really deep into my wrist that nearly missed my vein. And there was just blood everywhere. And I was crying, and my grandma like was panicking. She didn't know what to do. I didn't go to the hospital, by the way.
You took
Yeah.
a glass snow globe and threw it in the air for no reason.
Look, I was
At
like, I
all.
don't even know how old I was. Like, I was younger than 5, I think.
What is
Oh, I don't know.
Glass
I don't think I have the scar
globe.
anymore, but I busted my eyelid when I was
Hmm?
little. My eyelid like got busted, like
Mm.
because I rolled over on a toy and it just went.
What kind of toy did you have?
Anyway,
You also
I
said
think that
controller.
guys, I think that's the end of the episode. Sure. Thank you to everyone who watched and enjoyed our little bit of scary stories and then funny stories that came out of nowhere. Anyways, stay tuned for the next one. You son of a bitch! Stop it!
Like she's sitting there with the straight face.
Man, I did that too, but I don't tell everybody about it. Like, damn.
What?
Don't get a sidetrack,
It
Cameron.
was when you was like, as soon as you went, when I was younger and I played with myself, Ashton, the sister, and the son's laugh because I knew what he was thinking. Oh, that's the only reason I lost it. I felt like I could have recording. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Get off your phone. You cannot be on your phone during the podcast. We're professionals here. Chris.
Yeah.
Better not be on your phone. Okay. I'm technically the
I'm
host,
never-
you know?
I'm never on my phone, okay?
Alright. Pop a squat.
Tea.
Because all up. Both really well. Don't do that.
Did it work though? Did it work?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm yawning.
Hold on.
Chris, we know you slept all day.
I did not.
The joke went way over her head.
Shush. Anyways.